the Rek'Sai, which was banned in the last game, so that they can keep better track of Bengi. Having Rek'Sai would have made things a lot different for CJ.
You know, the funny thing is Bengi wasn't originally a big Gragas player, but he's played it a few times, and his mechanics have been fantastic, so of course he's just going to lock it in.
Yep, of course he will. And they're going to take Gnar, too. So basically, when it comes to Marin, if we look at his champion pool, Rumble and Maokai are his two most played, but Gnar not too far behind. 23 games on this champion, 16-7 overall. And where does Shy go now? Of course, that's Shen, still up for Shy, but they banned two of Shy's main champions in Maokai and Rumble.
I think SKT is going for the G name composition. It's going to be Galio, Gangplank. It's got to be one more. Garen, yeah, there we go. Pretty sure that's what they're going for.
It's also known as the standard Faker ban composition: Galio, Gangplank, and Garen.
Yeah, it's pretty much the truth there. All right, Braum and Coco will get his Azir. Coco is a pretty incredible Azir player.
Please play Vel'Koz Faker.
Yes. Oh, that'd be so beautiful.
That's what I really, really want to see. He's been playing it in solo queue. So that is definitely an option. With the AP itemization changes, this is a good time to actually test that out.
Well,
Vel'Koz can do a lot. Vel'Koz is so good with Liandry's and Rylai's.
Look at the team they're setting up, too. A lot of frontline tankiness, Bang kind of skirmishing around, picking people off. That seems like it would go very, very good with a giant laser burning a hole in the enemy team.
And you have a lot of disruption, too, with the Gragas, two forms of primary initiation with the Gragas and the Alistar. So this is a very good comp for Vel'Koz, for sure. I agree with you. CJ may be doing that thing that they do where they don't have a good form of primary engage for Shen to ride into battle on. I'm not a fan of this. They really like to use Coco's Azir with a Shen ult as a form of primary engage. I think it's risky. CJ is a team that can execute on it, though, but for me, just it's not very reliable to rest on that.
I kind of like the Graves a little bit better here, just to blow up the back line, or a Vel'Koz that would presumably be there. That would have actually been a pretty good way to handle it, I think.
Yeah, you could have had that, obviously. The Graves has been banned against space. He likes to play it into the Sivir matchup, but going to take Sivir instead. So they will have some more speed to help out their engage. I think this is a safer pick.
Yeah.
So Shen coming in as expected for Shy.
Certainly makes the Vel'Koz a bit riskier, but
I think
go for it. You've still got that.
Just play it. I think you could.
I
think you could totally play it.
Come on, Faker. What are you afraid of? You play Master Yi. You play Aurelia.
He could play Aurelia here too.
That's true, but come on.
Well, there's not enough magic damage in that case. That would come with a bigger risk.
Vel'Koz.
I agree.
Vel'Koz.
I don't think there's enough threat from CJ onto the backline, and there should be enough disengage for SKT that this is safe.
I agree. Vel'Koz is the only answer. Thinking about it. Come on, Faker. Come on, Faker. You can do it. You can play the Vel'Koz. Ah, Victor. Well, you really got a Victor too, but come on. Don't you want to play the Vel'Koz? He's going to switch. Oh. Well, no Vel'Koz.
He's a great Victor player, obviously. Still professionally undefeated on that champion, and it's his most played champion this season, but I am a bit bummed out.
Me too.
About the lack of Vel'Koz. I think this would be I've seen him play it in solo queue. I've watched some of his solo queue games on that champion, and I just want to see it.
I'm just downright sad.
I want to see it.
I'm broken up a bit by this not Vel'Koz pick. The thing is basically by picking the Victor, SKT and Faker are just saying, you know what, we're just going to end you. That's it. Because Faker, when he gets ahead on Victor, he just single-handedly carries the game from that moment on.
Yep, he absolutely knows how to just push forward very safely, and it takes 2 to 3 people to get him off of a tower, and if you commit that much, then the split push from his allies really does work out very nicely. So it's another situation where we've seen Faker take over the game on this champion, and Victor has been extraordinary for him this season. There is no questioning that.
Yeah, well, we will see if SKT can get the 2-0. Looking pretty likely, but CJ playing a comp that they found certainly a lot of success with in the past. Will Trick feel a bit more comfortable on this Rek'Sai going up against Bengi's Gragas? That's another thing we hadn't talked a lot about. Bengi's Gragas. It's weirdly enough, this is where Bengi becomes a playmaking support.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's happened before, so we'll see if it happens here. CJ looking for the tied match. SKT looking for the 2-0. Let's get in the game. All right, here we go. CJE Entus versus SK Telecom. Welcome, perhaps for the last time tonight, to Summoner's Rift. It's been an exciting day.
Certainly has been, and as we head into this last match, we can talk a little bit about Bengi's Gragas, a champion that he looked quite weak on, actually, a couple months ago when it first kind of came into the meta. And ever since that point, though, Bengi looks like he's really worked on his Gragas mechanics. We've seen some impressive flash body slam ganks and some nice confidence in his ability, and that has been a big turnaround from him. And while we used to say, okay, well, SKT's not going to be playing that Gragas, now they really have been able to utilize it very effectively.
So taking that body slam, a level 1 to just hop over the wall. CJ was we're putting a little bit of pressure on him. Yep. CJ just being very annoying.
Yep, they ward up the enemy jungle. This is risky to do against SK Telecom because if you do go for the early buff invade, like we saw some teams do, trying to take away the buff in the enemy side of the jungle, then it has been punished by SKT with some nice level 1 fights previously, but they're not going to go for it this time. Instead, they are just going to see Alistar, Wolf walking into the top lane, so they'll know they're going to get a top lane. Yeah, they are going to get the top lane 2v2, CJE Entus. And Bang gonna try and, he doesn't think that they're here. How much is he gonna commit to freezing this?
He's gotta be careful here. Oh, luckily for him, the Q does not hit.
Yeah.
He's just gonna walk off.
Wolf walking into the jungle, so they're actually gonna get Chase Vayne quite a ways away, but they do not actually get a whole lot. But this is gonna be nice, at least for a while, for CJE Entus, because they have Wolf on the run here. That's just really annoying.
I'm the king of supports, remember?
Hit you with my chair.
Don't you remember my Blitzcrank? Wow. It's like, Alistar's my champion. I'm famous for playing him. What are you?
Trick's here now, though.
What is this? This is weird. This is the weirdest part of the game. Start of the game, though.
He had to take Pulve at level 1. He was afraid of Trick.
Yep.
So now they're going to move into the red side jungle, actually, because part of CJ's warding there was they knew that Gragas was starting on the blue side of SK Telecom's jungle. So that means that with Mad Life already zoning Wolf out right there, and because they pushed the wave up against the Vayne early.
Shy, Oliver Marin. Luckily, Marin gets a stun with Meganar. He's tanky right now, but that's still pretty dangerous.
I wonder what Marin did right there, because he's a level up on Shy. So to die in a 1v1 when you have level 3 and the enemy has only level 2 would be quite embarrassing for Marin. No
kidding.
I mean, that's actually horrendous, because you have at least access to another one of your abilities at that point.
Bizarre. Right, Bizarre, Faker, they're going in on him. They force the flash right away, so CJ with some good early pressure across the board in game 2.
Yep, and the summoner heals. So both summoners down. Bengi just going to waltz through.
Here we go.
Push up the lane and just zoning him out right now. Just trying to push up. Mara needs some time to recall is what this is.
Yeah.
So he wants to make sure that there wasn't a gank possibly coming in. And it looks like they had vision on Rek'Sai Raptors, so.
Yep. Well, Faker's going to have to play a little bit safe for the next few minutes here without that flash. Coco's going to get some good time to push in this lane, too. It's going to be really on SK Telecom to try to punish this.
Yes, it is. Well,
punishing.
Apparently they have the tools to do it. Shy is doing well against Marin in the laning phase. Marin looks like he is going to go for a damage item first. We've seen him kind of prefer to go for the Hex Drinker or even the Black Cleaver on the Gnar, first and foremost.
Yep. Now Trick trying to make a play here on Namara, and this could be really rough for him. No Mega Gnar right now. He's going to flash and hop out. Makes it. Had to burn that flash, though.
Yeah, so Trick couldn't catch him with the Unburrow. Marin was afraid that if he just hopped, that there would be a follow-up flash from Trick.
Right.
So they get a summoner spell, keep Shy in the advantage down on that side of the map. So things going much better this game.
Yeah, Bengi with
CJ.
I like the early pink ward though, just trying to keep their duo lanes safe. Bengi going to invade the jungle a little bit there too. So you can see SK Telecom kind of adapting already. They're sort of just pulling back, playing it a little bit safer. And we'll see how it works out for them in the end, I guess.
Yeah, well, both compositions here, talk about the end game, are going to scale well. I still like SK Telecoms because they have more methods of engagement.
Yeah.
Between the Grog Assault and Wolf's ability to engage with a flash headbutt pulve on Alistar. Meanwhile, CJ, again, they keep picking these compositions where there's not a really obvious Shen ult target. And that means that Coco has to go in with the Emperor's Divide if you want to make a play onto their backline that's reliable.
I mean,
so it's just more finicky, it's less consistent, and so SKT kind of has a more natural ability to win some of these team fights. CJ can definitely pull it off, but it's harder to do.
Clearly CJ sees Azir as their primary engage, and with the plays Coco's made, I mean, you really can't argue with that too much.
They keep on running this comp. They keep on doing the Azir Shen thing.
And they win with it too.
Yeah, they do win with it.
Will they win against SK Telecom though? Trick looking for another gank, but Faker's playing it a little bit safer again with no flash. He really needs to be careful. I think Coco may be going in here. Yep, I was going to say, there's a flash engage. Faker trying to get back to his turret, but he's in a lot of trouble. Coco getting low, but Faker's going to get taken out. First blood going to Shy, who came down with the ult. It's like, this one's mine. I did all the work.
I'm Shy and I'm helping.
That's right.
Well, Baron didn't have TP there. Double globals onto Shen. So Shy just going to head back to base, buy up and head into lane with that teleport. So Baron actually will have a brief period of global advantage with the TP after both used simultaneously from Shy. But nice play, making a case against the victor from Faker. Again, he is undefeated professionally on that champion, so...
Yeah, it's not like we haven't seen him killed early in lane anyway in the past.
Well, you know, that's really good focus, though, from CJ to get the summoners out and make a return play right as Shy hits 6, but before Faker has his flash.
Yeah, I really think that Trick's feeling a lot more comfortable on this Rek'Sai. I mean, it's a simpler champion to play as far as engaging, as far as team fighting. So he should feel pretty good. And Faker farming about as well as can be expected after dying a little bit down in CS.
Well, also just a matchup too. Azir is pretty punishing early for Victor. You have to get so close in terms of Q range, and even that shield from the power transfer doesn't help you after you get hit by a couple of auto attacks. Bengi just has to body slam out of the way. Trick and Madlife going on a mission together.
Yeah, this is what we were going to wonder if we were going to see more of, is Trick and Madlife grouping up.
Bengi has to leave. He's going to get dove.
He does. Looks like he'll be okay for now.
So if you see this, however, if CJ's going to do this, you have to go onto the Dragon. I mean, just go for the Dragon right now, because otherwise they're just getting a free tower, and this is actually a mistake by CJ, really. Well, not a mistake, it's a choice, let's say, that they want to go for the turret instead of the Dragon after SKT has already swapped it to the bottom side.
In multiple lanes. Faker, they're going to go in onto Coco. Faker should be able to grab this one. No, Bengi takes it away with the Q. It's like kill steal central here. Okay. Meanwhile, SK Telecom takes the bottom turret.
So bottom turret was already low. Now Bengi going to start contesting the red buff. Recalls coming in from Bang and Wolf, so happy apparently just to trade turrets instead of going on to the Dragon immediately. Probably could have gotten it there. Shy did not have his ultimate to affect that battle, and everyone is up on the top side. Meanwhile, SKT, I think, overcommitting to this red buff right now.
Well, it seems like they just could be getting Dragon. I suppose this does give Faker plenty of time to push down the mid lane turret, and in that way, kind of helps him catch up quite a bit against Coco. Marin could be coming over the wall here, and Faker could come up. Wolf may be in a little bit of trouble here. Bengi needs to do something. He doesn't have his ult. He's not even level 6, though. Wolf has to flash.
I mean, if Faker's not going to come, this is the most ridiculous red buff battle.
The fact that Bengi's not level 6 right now is really hurting. Maybe he will be after red. Faker gets some nice damage in onto Trick there.
Yeah, just not a lot of damage. Chaos Storm is still down, so he doesn't want to make too aggressive of a move, but does, I guess, eventually secure his team's red buff, even though there's still some wards in there from CJ. They are forced to fall back.
Now, if Bengi had had 6, maybe they could do something else. He just got it right now. Faker's been able to, you know, keep the CS lead for Coco fairly even. Keeps it from growing it anyway.
Yep, and he's tied him up in terms of assists, so advantage not too great in the mid lane, but still present for sure.
Yeah.
Blue buff will be taken, and still no one actually grabbing that red buff. Bengi just decided to do Raptors and head over to the other side of the map. Bengi does have the enemy blue buff here.
Well, we'll see if SK Telecom wants to go for a move towards the Dragon pretty soon here. They've got the vision now. And Bengi looking to go up. There goes in. Bang takes a lot of damage, though. He's in trouble. Nice engage from Wolf. There's the exhaust on Space. Should at least allow Bang to disengage. Shy, of course, coming down, and Space gets the kill onto Bengi. Now chasing Wolf. Bang doing the damage he can, but it's just too early for this Vayne to really carry. Marin, meanwhile, getting some damage done on the top turret, but a nice gank for CJ, and they might be able to claim the bottom turret in return.
Very disrespectful play from SK Telecom. You know Shy has 2 globals at the top side, that he's going to be able to shield a target. They were able to hold Bang's damage at bay for long enough thanks to the exhaust. So in the end, they lose Bengi, and they just trade 1-for-1 in terms of towers. And not only that, but now CJ has a lot of people down in bottom lane to take the Dragon if they want to.
Yeah, and they will go for it. Coco coming over, so is Faker. Looks like SK Telecom may want to fight this. They've got their ults. They're going to jump onto Wolf. Wolf tries to come back in. Doesn't quite make it. A lot of knockups, and that's going to be another kill for Space. Marin chunked out before he goes Meganar, and SK Telecom in disarray here. Faker pushed back by Coco as well. He's going to flash over. There's a Chaos Storm. Mad Life coming over the wall too. Meanwhile, a double kill for Coco. Faker manages to pick one up onto Coco then. Bang's still alive, still doing damage, and here comes Bengi. No ult for him, but he is back with full health.
Now, they did delay the Dragon throughout this. Bengi still has, like you said, a lot of health. So does Shy. So Shy just going to zone him out. Faker has to go back to the mid lane, has that blue buff, can keep pushing forward.
Can take the turret,
maybe they can get a mid turret. That would be absolutely huge out of that situation. Now, Marin TP'd in. Marin has a black cleaver.
Gotta get out of there.
I do not like most of the time when Marin commits to these early skirmishes with the Black Cleaver because he just doesn't have the tankiness.
Yeah.
It's great if you want to split push and punish the Shen, but when you try and come into an early combat with it, especially when you start the fight in Mini Gnar, when you don't have a lot of that extra tankiness by having the Mega Gnar, it just doesn't do that much work. So Marin's been on this Black Cleaver kick recently with Gnar. I don't know how much I like it. I think it's kind of one-dimensional and punishable by early grouping from the enemy team.
Well, it nearly was. SK Telecom very lucky that CJ wasn't able to take the Dragon right off of that. Marin checking for the blue buff. He's going to see it.
I mean, we see the upside of it, right? Which is that he has a 30 CS advantage.
Yeah.
You can harass the Shen nearly endlessly. Shy has his Sunfire Cape now, so that will be helpful for him, but it's still, you can't really stay in range to trade with the Gnar because he's able to kite you so efficiently.
And no teleport for Marin, but Shy does have his ult, so that should mean CJ can take this Dragon.
Yeah, Faker has his Chaos Storm back up. Wolf here with the Unbreakable Will.
But do you go in though? I don't think it's safe enough.
So CJ playing around the Shen ults nicely. They're not able to get it engaged because SK Telecom is unwilling to commit to a fight. But besides that, they get what they came for. Mar going to try and deny a blue buff in the interim.
Now looks like they're going to lose their mid lane turret though. Oh, maybe not. Not quite yet.
Shy got it.
Wow, he did. It's impressive. Shy Shen is very good. Nothing to do with taking blue buffs, but certainly knows how to play it.
Well, we've seen, I mean, he's been playing it for years.
Oh, yeah.
And years and years. So that is hardly shocking, and we've seen those bans against his Shen start to pop up.
Oh,
Bengi finds Trick.
Over the wall onto Trick. Yeah, just blind
Wolf
body slam coming in. Faker. Oh, they knock Coco right into him. Coco tries to get away. Chaos Storm. Coco tries to go in, knocks Faker back towards the turret. Wolf is there, though, to protect him. They're going to get the kill on Coco, but not till Shy comes in. That's going to be a kill for Trick. Wolf on his own a little bit.
Bang.
Here comes Bang. Pops that ultimate. Can he do work here? Mad Life coming in. Space entering the fray. SKT in big trouble. CJ's got this fight for sure. Marin still not tanky enough. Gets Mega Gnar just in time. and backs away, but they're going to lose the mid lane turret too.
That's right, so they go in again, knowing that the Shy ultimate is there. They think they can burst him down fast enough before Shy can actually respond. But Coco just barely manages to live through that, and that's going to be 2 turrets as CJ jumps out to about a 3K gold lead.
Wow, nice taunt on the Bengi in space, gets another one. Shy just really doing work on the Shen. Wolf, what are you doing there, buddy? You can't save this turret, man.
Yeah.
All right, wow, CJ jumping out to a pretty big lead now. 4K at 15 minutes, 2 to 4 in turrets, and they've got the first dragon too. SK Telecom's got to be sweating a bit.
Yeah, they do. I mean, this is a big... So let's take a look at this play again, because Faker wants to just burst Coco down, and they think they can do it. But Coco gets a flash during the headbutt animation, which is why he went at a very weird angle there. And then, look at that. He dies just before Shen comes through.
That could have easily been a fight that really went SK Telecom's way as well.
Absolutely.
Very close one, but because they lost it.
It was also a very weird interaction between Flash and Headbutt.
Yeah.
But CJ followed up well. Shy got there in the nick of time. Fast fingers on that Stand United.
Sure enough. And CJ just trying to muscle their way into the jungle now to get some wards down. Maybe catch people. And this is where CJ's strongest, the mid-game with the team fight.
Indeed. So with this gold lead, how well can they transition this into more of an advantage? There's still that mid lane turret up, so CJ's turning last game on its head. They get the 2 towers down in the mid lane, and Faker just wants to push up. He needs control over mid. Marin has the split pushing advantage in the 1v1. They need to abuse this for as long as they... Look at that, that's just so annoying.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of damage.
Yes, it is. Wow.
Yep, and there's percent health damage right there for Shy. That's why he keeps getting chunked so hard. And there's no static shift done yet for Bang, so CJ should be trying to target Bang's lane here as long as they can hold Faker just pushing in mid, trying to get that tier 1 down.
I feel like Bang's got to be sitting on a decent amount of money at this point, but we'll see what he gets when he goes back. Faker certainly not having any CS issues compared to Coco this game.
No, he's not. He's actually only going to get the Berserker Greaves when he goes back, so not exactly ideal.
No, not at all.
He's down in CS, though, and especially if we compare him to Space, who has
4
all
kills.
of these kills.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Marin going for the Merc Treads, and now only now starting to get a Ruby Crystal, so going for some tank items. Second, no doubt. Dragon up in a minute 35. Pretty sure that SKT is going to have to let this one go.
Yeah, they really can't fight right now.
Well, they just don't have enough ways to clear minion waves fast either, so they're pretty much never going to get that wave past the river in the bottom side, and that means CJ will always have an advantage when it comes to control on the bottom side of the map, at least for the next few minutes. And Faker will take out a pink ward. Is there a play to be made here? Marin has his TP back up, but so is Stand United.
It just wants to get back to, Trick just wants to get back to where the Dragon's going to be in a few. Just a minute now. SKT, if they want to win a team fight right now, they really need CJ to make a mistake, like group up in a choke point or something like that. I just feel like Bang just is not that strong right now, too.
No, he's not. Definitely nowhere near as strong as this Sivir, even though he's playing that Vayne. There's just not enough itemization or time yet to get Vayne into a good state.
Yeah. Oh, Marin's still pushing the top lane, slowly chipping away at that turret. Shy doing everything he can to hold it, but
all right, CJ going to come in as Marin uses the Mega Gnar. He's going to actually just clear out a ward right now, try and take the blue buff in that Mega Gnar form. Jumping around.
I don't think he's going to have time. Yeah, he's got to get out of there. Or maybe not. Oh boy, engage on the Wolf. He got caught. He's in a lot of trouble. Uses the ultimate, uses the flash. Flash from CJ, and they should, even with that tankiness, be able to take him out. Yet another kill for Space. Wow.
Yeah, I think you don't even walk in there. CJ's done an excellent job of warding around the Dragon. You know you're probably not going to take it. Best case scenario, you can try and trade for some kills here onto the top side of the map. Marn going to go Meganar again very soon.
Yeah, but really, really low, though. Oh, man, he took a lot of turret damage, even with Meganar. There's the Q on to Shy. I don't know if you can really fight this. He gets the stun.
Nope,
Bengi's right there. They're going to take the turret. All right, Faker comes in. So they're trying to get something for the Dragon, but they don't quite get it. Here comes Coco. Faker needs to be careful here. Oh, Q on to Coco as he comes over the wall. Shen coming in as well. Marn on the run already. Goodbye, Faker. Gets really low. There's another kill for Shy. Bengi has to ult himself. Marn with the flash. And SKT, oh, goodbye. That's the easiest kill in the world.
Decapitated, and this is going to be a Baron for CJ.
Yeah.
If we look at their response, Bad Life was already there and waiting for the tier 2 engage. They had the ult from Shy up one more time, so they felt confident with Coco just wandering into that lane. Bengi looking for a steal right here. Bang is really the last thing that could actually stop this from going
Pretty
down.
much. Bengi stunned. Can't do anything about it. He's going to get taken out. Another kill for Shy. Bang trying to make something happen over the wall. Shy getting a bit low. There's a kill for Wolf, actually. Takes that one away from Bang.
I don't know exactly if you would want to taunt the Nane when you have no HP. It's not like you
Yeah.
want her to auto-attack you at that point. Bit awkward from Shy, but
Shy did, apparently.
it's okay. I guess he didn't want to split push with Baron buff anyway. Who wants that, Doa?
No Shen wants that. That is totally not what Shen does at all.
Yeah, I mean, Bad Life did a good job holding him around, but look at Coco's play with the Shen shield on him. He's just impenetrable, even with the burst damage from Victor. Shy.
Haha, I've
forces the
escaped.
flash.
I feel safe. No. Well, and Banks still does not have that static shift. And Wolf gets caught again. He's been caught a few times already. CJ has had great wards, and they've been using him well. Wolf takes a lot of damage and just got that ult back again. I don't think he wants to use it now.
No, doesn't have to in the end, but there just hasn't been a lot of
Oh,
warding.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's a lot of damage. And Mad Life slows him with the Q. Yet another kill for Space.
Bad Life's Braum has been so good this game.
Yes, it
He's
has.
been on point in terms of where he needs to be on the map. He's secured so many kills for them by hitting the Winter's Bite.
Oh, and I don't think SK Telecom can come back.
Yep, looks like it will be Faker's first competitive loss on Victor.
Yeah. Barring some sort of crazy upset team fight here in the later stages of the game.
Could have seen Vel'Koz.
Could have seen Vel'Koz. Would have protected his Victor record. Yeah, there's just not much SKT can do right now. Hard to ever count him out like we talked about before, but this is a little bit too big of a lead, even for SK Telecom.
I don't know. They came back against Jinair when they lost Baron and had an inhibitor down.
Yeah, but the likelihood of that happening against CJ, I feel, is much less with the way that CJ fights in the late game.
That's true, but also there's this big problem where you have Faker on Victor, and he's got so much burst damage in a late game Vayne too. You get the right pick, and maybe you can do it. Still,
Maybe.
obviously, very unlikely.
Maybe. Oh, that won't help. Taking out the cannon minion. Marn in the back, but that is not where you want to be. No flank to be spoken of there, and SKT loses their top laner, Shy, all over Sivir. Here comes Shy, great taunt. Yeah, knockups come in for SKT, but no follow-up really. Chaos Storm barely tickling Coco at this point.
They got space though, and they really kind of needed him for these sieges to take out an inhibitor. Oh,
whoa, nice.
Bye,
Coco
Faker.
bending in right onto Faker. There's a double kill for Coco now.
It's not bending, it's curve it like Coco.
Curve it like Coco. All right,
That's
there we go.
That's what I've
That's
learned.
what it is from now on. Curve it like Coco.
Who in my mind is the best Azir player we have here in Korea.
I think it's hard to disagree with that after this game. And CJ looks like they're ready to try to end it right now. A little bit too much yet to do that. Bengi, no ult. Just going to go for the slow. Marin trying to harass as well, and Bang not able to get close enough.
So inhibitor down, massive gold deficit. This is where they found themselves versus Jinair, and they had that very sudden reversal. Now this game, they don't have the Tristana to blow through turrets quite so easily.
I mean, Vayne can take down turrets relatively quickly too, but not Tristana quick.
Well, yeah, it's not even close really. And now
maybe they can get a dragon here.
The optimism. I think CJ played well this game. They played well in the early game to get their advantages. Trick's jungling, working out really well, playing around Faker, trying to camp him, getting his summoners, getting his first blood, and shutting down the Victor. So it's been working out. Rek'Sai ban in game 1 from SKT looks like it was justified.
I would say so. Trick has been doing a lot better on this champion. It's been much freer to move around the map. And all those great mechanical plays we talked about with Bengi's Gragas just have not been happening.
No, and they haven't been. Trick certainly getting a good head on his shoulder. Oh, Bang actually dodging that.
Dodges the ult.
He can kill Coco.
Trick there to try to save him. Shy coming in. No, he can't.
Oh.
Yeah, Shy just ulting for a moment. Doesn't even really need to continue it.
Yeah, has the barrier there, so just not enough damage from Bang. 12 seconds until Dragon, though, and everyone committed on top for CJ, so maybe there's a possibility they could do this, but their smite is all the way in the top side jungle. So scratch that.
Yep. Yeah. Marin, again, this Black Cleaver build has not been good. It's not enough tankiness. And CJ should take an easy third dragon at this point.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of this. I mean, I know SK, how they like to play. They're a very skirmish-focused team in general. They're not as much of a let's group as 5 and fight. They like to get their advantages through one-on-ones and 2v2s. They like to have Bengi and Wolf there to provide wards so that Marin and Faker can out-duel their opponents and get edges that way. But if the other team starts to get ahead and they can force you to fight, or you make a decision to fight, just having that Black Cleaver can be pretty detrimental.
Oh, Faker in a lot of trouble, pushed back by the Emperor's Divide again, but Coco blown up. Shen ult coming in, Faker has to get away. There he is. Can he get over the wall? Uses that flash to make it. CJ committing a lot to that one. Faker having to burn both summoners himself to get out. Bengi flashing as well. We do see a lot of burst. Whoa, Bang coming in. Saving the day with that kill onto Coco. And now SKT turning around somehow, some way. Shy there for a taunt though, and Trick over the side. Wolf gonna push him away. Bengi in a lot of trouble. Marin can't really do much of anything, and there's another kill for Space. Yeah, Marin and Wolf in a lot of trouble. Here comes Faker.
I mean, SKT overextending right there. They shouldn't have used the explosive cast because they didn't have Faker or Bang. They had no damage. And Space was easily able to spell shield that and then turn the tables. Oops.
Oh, Wolf. Trying to get a ward down, but not a good time to do that. Gonna pop his ultimate, gonna flash, and it looks like he'll escape for now. Faker needs to run for his life as well. Oh, Bang. Look at this guy.
Well, you know, he's got no armor penetration right now, and their Shy has both Sunfire and Randuin's. Not sure he's going to be able to do any damage to this Shen.
Well, SKT, they know there's a Baron going down. Can they do anything about it? Doesn't look like they even want to try. It's going to be a second Baron going to CJ.
Yep, just giving it up. Not going to commit at all. Not sure how good of an idea that is. Seems likely that their best shot was to get some damage down while they were doing the Baron instead of just waiting for it to complete. SK Telecom now has to worry about their base here.
I think SKT saying, all right, you know what, we just need to try to hold on. We just need to try to wait until the very, very late game, and at least we can be theoretically on even footing if it comes to a team fight.
Nope, this is why people ban Shen against Shy.
Yep.
Those double globals are just ridiculously difficult to play around, especially when you're on point in terms of your comms and your map sense like Shy is.
Very true. Bang just trying to farm as much as he can, but he's still way behind. Bengi. And there goes the tier 2.
Starting the siege right now. Now, at least for SKT, the wave is pushed out very far at the bottom side, so they have some time to work with. And it's difficult for CJ to dive. They do not have a good composition when it comes to siege. It's okay, obviously with the Azir, but the Sivir pretty low in terms of range for auto-attacking that turret, and they don't have a way to dive, really.
Right.
So waiting, playing patiently here around the Azir turret, going for the 4-1 split, definitely the better choice. The inhibitor's back up for SKT now, so that's going to be the last wave of super minions that are available for some time. Baron, 50% down for CJ.
Wow, Faker just getting chunked so bad.
Coco's huge.
Yeah, he is. Faker's got the burst, but he can't stand up to poke like that. That turret could go down at any moment here. It's not going to take long. And a huge wave in bot lane that somebody's going to need to deal with as well. That inhibitor's in some pretty serious danger. There goes the Azir turret, and here they go, pulling in. And they might get 2 inhibitors here. The middle one getting a bit low. SKT zoning well enough for the moment. If they're going to engage, it's going to have to be now. They're just going to let the inhibitor go.
Yep, they are. So are they going to be able to save inhibitor number 2? Marin's Mega Gnar is almost run out. He's going to try and go for this. Nope.
Yeah, nothing.
He gets Space's flash, though.
True.
CJ moving forward. They really want this. They've got the zoning tools.
They've still got Wolf for the engage. Bengi tries to make something happen. CJ going for it now, but just more zoning with those Sand Soldiers.
Yeah, smart.
And they're going to get the other inhibitor.
Just use the Sivir ult to scare them off the inhibitor. Take down the inhibitor. Don't give SKT a chance to come back in this game.
Makes sense. And just enough Baron to get that empowered recall.
Always feels good when you get that inhibitor.
Oh, yeah.
Then you get back to base, and then at that moment the Baron falls off.
Yep.
I did well on this Baron. Nailed it. Perfect timing.
Made the most of that Baron.
And then there's a perfect amount of time for you as Sivir to go get red buff and then head right to the dragon as it spawns for number 4.
Wow.
Perfect.
It's working out very well. Well, Bang's still lacking in the item department. More than a core item behind Space, but Space has just had a massive game. 8-1-3. Crazy.
I think Shy is the real hero here.
Yeah, dude, his taunts have helped Space get many a kill, and he's 5-1-6, so he's had a great game as well.
So here we go, moving up. Last remaining inhibitor in the sights of CJ. They don't even want the dragon.
You know, as we see this turret get lower and lower too, Coco has had so many nice engages. Marin trying to come from behind with the flank. No, he's just running away. Where's the rest of SKT? Where they go? Marin on the run, gets back to his team, still gets taken apart. Coco a bit low, they're going to try to go in. Wolf gets into the back lines a little bit, but where's the engage from SKT? Wolf still alive for now. Coco with a big Emperor's Divide, knocks Bang right into the enemy team, and Shy comes in with the ultimate as well. There goes Faker. Coco with another kill, and CJ with a very convincing team fight to end this one by Marin. Wow. Double kill for Coco at the end of it all. And what can you say? They played this game really, really well. Coco, Shy, the heroes of this one, and looks like we're going to a game 3.
And you could really tell that SKT was uncomfortable in having to play against the Shen.
Yeah.
They were not playing well or respectfully around the double global threat from Shen, and this is a team, CJ. There aren't a lot of teams that play Shen top in Korea right now. CJ is by far the most dangerous on that champion. Shy really did a lot of work. He was just there every single time, bailing his team out when SKT was trying to skirmish. So I think you just ban the Shen if you're SK Telecom and move on with your life. Make sure that they can't get double globals on you again. Now, that said, remember that